Hi, I'm Matthew Lake. I'm the executive chef of Besito in Huntington, New York. I got into cooking at a very early age. I grew up in a small family-run catering company that my parents owned, and family business, so had to chip in, so to speak, from a very early age. But I really fell in love with it, and it just kind of grew from there. After leaving high school, I went to the Culinary Institute of America, and I was very fortunate to work for some famous chefs after graduation: Mark Miller, Marcel de Saulnier down to Trellis, and I eventually fell in love with the fine dining Mexican cuisine, which is what we do here at Besito. One of my favorite dishes to cook and to eat is Pescado Veracruzana. It's a very classic dish from Veracruz in Mexico. I find it very interesting because it sort of breaks some rules of classic European cuisine, where normally you would poach a fish. This is sort of a combination. You saute and sort of cook in the sauce, or sort of poach at the same time. Really bright, clean flavors, very light. You feel good after eating it. And it's one of the staples here at Besito, but it's probably my favorite personal thing to eat on the menu. Here at Besito, we're fortunate in the fact that we do directly import a lot of stuff from Mexico, but it's usually the dried stuff, all our chilies and spices and things. The rest of the stuff we try to buy our produce and our fish, or a lot of our seafood, as close to the source of the restaurant as we possibly can. During the summer, for example, there's usually not a week when stripers start that we're not serving striped bass in some way, shape, or form that comes right off the tip of the island. And so we really try to balance and support local as much as we can. We are different than the typical Mexican restaurant in the fact that we are a fine dining Mexican restaurant, and we are true to the cuisine. A lot of Mexican restaurants in this country have sort of tailored the cuisine to what they thought at the time would sell to the American palates. Tons of cheese, super spicy. Authentic Mexican cuisine is really about brightness of flavors and using the chilies for flavor, not so much for heat. So a lot of people are very surprised when they come in and they say, wow, it's really not, it's got a little bit of spice to it, but it's not crazy spicy. Again, we use the chilies for the flavor profile of each different chili, and we make everything that we do at Besito here in-house. We don't buy anything. Everything that we make is from scratch here in-house. So we're very proud of the food that we serve. So now we're going to head into the kitchen and prepare our Pescado Veracruzana, one of my favorite dishes to cook and eat. We have a red snapper fillet here, and we're going to lightly season with a little bit of salt. We don't really use black pepper in Mexican cuisine too often, so normally you see a lot of places doing salt and pepper. And we're going to go skin side down into a really hot pan. So we're going to place that fish skin side down. We're going to let it sear. Give it a gentle shake so it doesn't stick. And next, once we get a nice sear on both sides like that, we're going to add our salsa veracruzana, which is a mixture of roasted tomato, poblano peppers, jalapenos, roasted bell peppers. Really nice and hot. Then we're going to go into our oven and let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, just till the fish is cooked through. So now, when it's done cooking, we're going to pull it out of the oven. You see the sauce is cooked down really nice and richened up. And we're going to take our fish and slide it out of the pan right onto the plate. Then we're going to take all the sauce out, place it right on top. And then we're going to finish off the dish with a couple really nice fried plantain chips. And there you have it, Pescado Veracruzana. If your pure motivation is to become a celebrity chef, I think that's the wrong motivation. Your first motivation should be your love of the food and then wanting to share that with the guests that you serve. If you do that, and you do that really well, you'll be successful, and everything else will sort of come in time.